Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Alyssa. If you guys haven't already, make sure you're subscribed. I am finally back on my roll with making videos for you guys, so to keep up with it, make sure that you're hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure you're getting notified when I post. And yeah, I am basically just making a makeup tutorial today of my everyday makeup slash how I do my makeup when I'm on photo shoots and stuff like that. Basically it's all the same. My everyday makeup is pretty much the exact same as what I do for photo shoots, but there's definitely some tweaks that I make, which I tell you guys about in this video. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how I do that, and let's just go get into it. What's up, guys? My closet's a mess. Maybe I should close that. That's gonna be distracting. Okay guys, so the first thing I do is I put my hair up. It just gets it out of my face because it's super annoying to be like trying to put your hair back while you do your makeup. So the first thing that I use is my oil-free moisturizer. This is just like a Target brand, I'm pretty sure, or something. So that's what I use. Just kind of pump some out. So I do that first. I know that I'm 50 shades of tan right now. I've been shooting a lot lately, and when I shoot in the winters, I usually use self-tanner. So, but I don't like to use it on my face because that is the only thing in my life that's ever made me break out, is putting fake tanner on my face. So I prefer not to. So I know I'm looking crazy, but I'm gonna, first of all, I also haven't washed it either. It looks worse on camera. I need to shower to make like the top layer go away. My lips are really dry right now. Ugh. And then I just kind of spray my Mario Badescu rose water on my face. You guys know this is super popular. I always do 2 squirts. I hate that word. 2 sprays. I do 2 sprays, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I do 6 all over, but I go from side to middle to side. Wow, I don't know why I'm explaining so much today. I'm sorry, I'm gonna really just stop. When I don't have self-tanner on, I use my Maybelline Fit Me foundation, but because I'm freaking tan, I'm going to use my Tarte, the Shape Tape, and I use the hydrating formula because I have very dry skin, and I use it in the color Medium Honey. I think I'm kind of running out. I do like the packaging. I know it's kind of big and it's annoying if you like to carry your makeup around with you like I do, just in case you need to do touch-ups or anything, or when you have shoots and stuff, but it's clear, like very clear. This, I never know when it runs out. It's like coated, but this one I can tell when it's running low, like you see. And I do use my, oh, this is so dirty. Gross. I actually really need to wash that. I'm gonna do that really quick. Oh, but I have makeup all over me. No, I'm gonna do it. I'll be right back. Okay, that was super gross. So I use my wet beauty blender, or I guess Real Technique sponge, and I just tap. Okay, so you can see I'm starting to match my neck. Oh, I can't wait for summer. I need to tan. I have like really bad anemia too, so I always look really pale in my face. I don't even think it's like possible for me to tan my face. And I have freckles and I hate them. So I never want my face in the sun, so it never sees the light of day. I'm always putting like sunscreen on and stuff to make sure that my freckles don't pop more. I like where they're at. Like my freckles right now are fine, but in the summer when they get really bad, I don't like it. I guess it's not really bad, but for me it's like much more pronounced. yeah. So I haven't done like a tanning routine with you guys, which I should probably do. Okay, and here's my other thing. So when I do shoots, the camera really washes you out, like really bad. So that's why I use self-tanner a lot. It's just because I don't even really like how it looks in person, but because of how it translates onto the camera with how much shooting I do, I need to do it. So if I'm shooting, which I'm not today, I will put this on twice. So I'll like kind of let it sit for a second and dry, and then I will put a second layer on just to make sure that through my shoots, because you never know how long they're gonna be, they usually last hours, that it will actually stay. Like I did that yesterday for a shoot, and it was already wearing off after 3 hours. So yeah, just because I'm constantly touching my face and stuff in photo shoots. Okay, so I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, obviously, because that's just what we do. That's all that anyone uses, and I use it in light medium, which it should honestly be lighter, but I do have my tanner on, so it'll be okay. But I really need it in like the lightest color possible, probably. Like, you look sickly, you need some color in your face. I know that's why I do my makeup darker. Again, especially if I'm shooting or taking pictures or something, it helps a lot. And then I get a lot of redness around my nose, so I just put some there too. And then I do a little bit on my chin and then a little on my forehead, just to bring some lightness to those areas, so it brings my face forward and doesn't make it seem as flat and one-dimensional. Oh, my nose is itchy too because I think I was talking about it. Okay, we're good. Okay, so I used the Hoola Benefit bronzer, Milani Strobe Light in the color Day Glow. It's just my highlighter. This, I need to get a new one. It's my Buxom Rendezvous blush. And we'll just start with that for now. So I'll just kind of slowly introduce you guys to my face powders routine, okay? So I take the Hoola bronzer, apply it a little higher than the hollows of my cheeks because it gives the optical illusion that my cheekbones are higher when I do that. And to the other side, and honestly, I actually really like using their brush to define a line and then use this one to buff it out, but I don't feel like doing that today. I mostly do that with shoots. So basically when I do my photo shoots, I pretty much just do a little bit of a variation of what my daily routine is. So it's essentially the same, but there are little tweaks that I make just because, again, the way that your face translates in photos is completely different than just walking around, you know, going to work or going out to the store or something. I apply a little bit on both sides of my nose just to kind of define that. And then I will take excess and always just kind of smooth over because I don't have a translucent powder, which I need. And so it just kind of sets it. So yes, I use my bronzer to set my face, which I'm sure some people would be rolling in their graves over, but okay. So now I take that Rendezvous Buxom blush and I apply it to the upper part of my cheekbone. Again, I actually like to look at blush as almost like a second contour. It's like a colored contour because it can really make your cheekbones pop even more. Also, when we blush, naturally it goes from here to here. We actually don't naturally blush starting in our cheeks, the apples of our cheeks. So I always concentrate some of it back here to make it look more natural, because naturally when we blush, that's what it is. You're not just gonna stick pink right on your apples, you know? And then I'll take the excess and run it down my nose a little bit just to give that like sun-kissed natural effect. Just kind of go down the center of my face, and then I take my Milani highlighter. And this I do kind of weird compared to other people, I feel like. So first I go right here, I put the highlight on my cheeks first, and then I go down the center of my nose, and then I put like a little dot at the bottom. It looks like an exclamation point. I'm not blended out yet either. So then I put it on my Cupid's bow just to pronounce my lips a little more, which are so dry, it's annoying. And then this is where it's kind of weird. I like to do it under my eyebrow now at this point in my makeup routine, which is kind of odd for people. And then I'll stick like the tiniest little bit just in the corner of my eyes. Okay, so there we go. And then I just go over it with my little Sephora blush. It's kind of gone, but it's an angled contour 75 brush. And yes, I like buff it out on my eyebrow highlight that I did on my cheeks, and then of course on my nose, since that's really poppin'. I just brush over it basically with this, and it really kind of like smooths it out so it doesn't look so crazy like my hair right now. Okay, so moving on. This is where I curl my lashes. I don't know why, you guys, I do my makeup in this routine. I really make sure they're curled because, especially in shoots, your lashes need to be on point, or you're gonna get your photos back and be like, oh my gosh, I look like a freaking hot mess. Okay, so curled. It makes a big difference. Your eyes look way brighter, way more awake, especially if it's early in the morning. So yeah. So next, oh, I never told you guys, this brush that I'm using is the MAC 217. I'm pretty sure it's 217 or 218. It's gone too. I can't see it anymore. It's just like a fluffy brush. I love this. I use it for everything. I probably need to buy like 5 more just so I have clean ones and stuff. And then I use the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. So I mix it up. Sometimes I use the orange soda, especially if I'm shooting. I don't know why, but I think that the orange translates really well in photos and it makes my blue eyes pop more. I wasn't gonna use it today, but I guess because I'm showing you guys what I do for shoots mostly, I'll do it. So I'm like putting this in my crease and on my lid. And yes, I know there's more effective methods than using a fluffy brush to apply it where it's flat. I know I should probably be using like a flat brush, but I'm not going to. And this is literally just how I do my makeup, so I'm not gonna like tweak things just for the video, you know? Like, I want you guys to see what I actually do when I get ready. Okay, so there. It's really not a huge difference, but it's a good subtle one. So then I go into burnt orange, and I kind of place this just right on my crease and blend up. I don't blend this one onto my lid, no. This is to define my crease. Okay, we looking snatched so far. We're halfway there, basically. So then I'll take a little bit of sienna, which I, again, love as a blue-eyed person because the like reddish rock color is what I would describe it as. Really complements blue eyes. And I have to be careful with this because it's highly pigmented. So yes, I just have to really carefully place it and then blend it out. sometimes I want to bring a little bit of shimmer to the center of my eye and just kind of highlight it. So usually I'll take Fairy or Glistening. Lately I've been liking Glistening, which is weird because at first I liked Fairy better. So I'm going to take Glistening today and spray the flat part of my brush down. Whoa. Just to get it wet. It's gonna make it way more highlighted. That's what I could have said instead. And then I pop it just literally right into the center of my lid. And it's just very, very, very like fine glitter, not glitter, shimmer, I don't know. But I love it because it's not overpowering, you know? And then I take the other end of the brush. This is just the brush that came in this, by the way. And since this is very clean, I never use it. I just usually sweep over that just to kind of lightly dust it away so that, oh, where's my eyelash? Just to lightly dust it away so that it's not too highlighted, you know? Okay, so next I'm going to use my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Blonde. And I just use my angled brush like this, and it needs washed. I know, they all need washed. It's not going, whatever. Okay, there. So I'm just gonna take this, and honestly, my eyebrows are pretty good. Like, I have nothing on them right now, but I like to define them recently. I didn't used to. Oh shoot, I've never done that before. Oh, okay, so I start with the inner part of my eyebrow on the bottom, and I kind of just feather it up. And then I start to just kind of fill in any little spots. And I do take a point right here. Make a point is what am I saying today? I make a point right here to give it that like definition. I already naturally have it, but again, it could definitely be more defined. And I don't know why I didn't start on the inner part like I said I do. I'm just a hot mess today, you guys, really. Okay, and then I go in onto the top and just kind of, again, define that. I'm really just shaping the whole entirety of my brow right now, and then I just kind of fill in. To be honest, when I do this, I feel like there's not a whole lot of rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just filling in whatever I see in whatever order I see it in. This is where I don't have it horizontal, I make it vertical, and I just put some little strokes at the very beginning of my brow. And honestly, I don't feel like I'm doing a great job on brows today. I don't know what's going on. But then I take a little bit of more product. I make my little tails at the end. I really like them as sharp as possible. And yes. Okay, so that's it for brows. Except I have one weird little trick that I do. This is gross, it needs washed, but I have a little spoolie from when I would get my eyelash extensions done, and I just go over my brows like this, avoiding the tail end because I don't want to ruin that. And this blends my brows flawlessly to where you don't see all the little stroke marks that I just made with my angled brush. Okay, so there's that. And then I use my Great Lash Mascara by Maybelline, which I'm freaking obsessed with. I don't know why I love this stuff so much. I actually started using it when I was a little kid. This is what every mom and grandma used in the 90s. And, you know, I've used a bunch of other ones since then, and this is still my favorite. It's like, honestly, kind of a wet liquid. The point of why I like it being wet is like right now it's wet, so when I put it on, it's much easier to manipulate and lay down onto the lashes versus when you have like semi-dry already kind of pre-clumpy mascara. The brush is also very fine and little. There we go. Okay, so it's very fine, which is awesome because it's so small I can just get right at the base of my lashes, which especially with photo shoots I have to have because otherwise the camera will show everybody that I only mascara half my lashes, you know? So basically my whole tip for makeup with modeling is keep it natural, okay? But make it natural, but like defined natural. Does that make sense? Like that's kind of an oxymoron, a little bit contradictory, but it's like, okay, my foundation, I go a little bit darker, but not crazy dark. I do my lashes, but like I make my natural lashes as extreme as possible, but I'm not using like false lashes or whatever. Sure, you totally can if you want, but natural is classic, you guys. And if you want to have timeless photos where you don't look back in 2 years or 5 years or 10 years and be like, who let me do this, you know? Or like, I don't know. There's been times where I went a little overboard on my makeup and I look back at photos and I'm like, I just wonder what these photographers thought while they were editing. Like, I would probably look at that and be like, okay, so now I'm gonna have a 20-hour editing sesh because this girl doesn't know how to do her makeup. And we're good. Now I do my lipstick. Okay, so I love MAC, you guys. I love MAC lipstick. This is in the color Snob. And it's a very pinky Barbie pink, okay? I like it because, again, blue eyes, it complements your eyes like crazy, but keeps it natural-ish. Like, you're not going overboard, but like the subtle Barbie pink pop totally complements blue eyes, you guys. If you have blue or like even green eyes, mine actually change depending on the day. Like, there are days people will literally tell me my eyes are green, and right now they're definitely looking more blue. Anyway, they're freaking amazing. So, or this is freaking amazing. Okay, and then, oh, sorry. Okay, and then the very last thing that I do to kind of just set my face is I use my Mario Badescu rose water again. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This stuff smells so good. It literally does smell like roses, like very subtly. I love it. And yeah, so that's it, you guys. We're done with my tutorial on how I do like my everyday makeup slash how I do my makeup for modeling. Yeah, so this is the final look. Maybe I should take my hair down. I don't know though, that might be distracting. You guys can really see my face right now. Oh wait, there's my lighting. My lighting's better because I have no light coming from this angle. So sorry that it was shadowy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been on my freaking roll lately with making videos. I finally got a new computer. That was what was holding me back. So make sure you guys subscribe and like my videos because I'm hopefully having a lot more come very, 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 very soon, especially if I'm traveling or anything. I always vlog those. So yes, I will see you guys in the next one and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.